Welcome back. Today we're cooking with whole grains. Whole grains are excellent foods to include in your meals. They provide fiber, vitamins, minerals, and can help protect against cardiovascular disease and some cancers. Cooked whole grains are as versatile as rice or pasta and can be served hot or cold, on their own, or as a side dish, or mixed with any vegetable, protein, herb, even nuts and seeds. Dress them with a little olive oil or salad dressing to add flavor. To learn all about the parts, benefits, and types of whole grains, check out the whole grains module on our website. Today, let's talk about rinsing, cooking, and storing whole grains. You don't have to rinse grains before you cook them, but it's a good idea because it can remove any dust or debris that might be on the grains. And you may find that rinsed grains are fluffier and more separated once they're cooked. Here I've got brown rice. I can see that the rice is big enough that it won't go through the holes in my colander, so I'm just rinsing the brown rice in the colander under cool running water. If you're using smaller grains like quinoa, you can pour it into a large bowl and cover it with water by 1 inch or 2, and then massage and swirl the grains around, and pour the water off the top using the lid or a large spoon to keep the quinoa in the bowl. You can repeat this a couple times until the water looks clear. Now we're ready to cook. Because whole grains like brown rice contain more fiber than more refined grains like white rice, they require more water and more time to fully cook. And each type of grain takes different amounts of time and water. So the easiest way to cook whole grains is to cook them in a pot of water like pasta. So we're adding at least double the amount of water as rice, and let's do 3 cups of water for this 1 cup of rice. We're letting our rice and water come to a boil, and we'll let the rice cook until it's tender to our preference. Just like white rice, brown rice and other whole grains expand when they're cooked. I've measured 1 cup of brown rice, and it'll be 3 cups when it's cooked. Different grains expand differently when cooked, but count on most at least doubling. When the grain is done cooking, pour off the cooking water and keep the rice in the pot with the lid on to steam for about 10 more minutes. This will help make the rice fluffy. I cooked this brown rice in a pot of boiling water and tried the grains from time to time until it was cooked the way I wanted it. Easy to chew, but still a little chewy and not soggy. It took about 30 minutes. Now I'm fluffing the rice with a fork. Now that you have your grains ready to go, add in any vegetable and cooked protein, and if you have some fresh herbs, sprinkle them on top for added color, flavor, and nutrition. Allow leftover grains to cool completely and then store in airtight containers in the refrigerator for 3 to 5 days or freeze for up to 6 months. Find a few whole grains that you enjoy cooking and eating and add them to your weekly meals. Thanks for joining me, and keep checking back. We're adding new nutrition and cooking info to our website all the time.